here with Dr. Stephen Cooke in downtown Ottawa at Carleton University. We're going to talk a little bit about basic musky biology. Stephen, this is the apex predator in North America, the biggest, baddest fish in the system, the fastest swimming fish in freshwater with burst speeds of over 50 kilometers an hour. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about how it's put together.
Yeah, let's start with shape. So we've got a fish that's really elongate, and so you can infer a lot about how a fish makes a living just looking at its shape, even if it's a species I've never encountered before in my life. So when you've got an elongate fish with a broad tail, you know that this tends to be a sit and wait predator, and that's exactly what we see with muskie. They'll hang out in cover, they'll wait for that bait fish or that duckling to swim by, and boom, they go out and they hit it, they really knock them down. I also want to point out the dentition, which is our fancy word for teeth. These things are well built. They're sharp. We know that muskie lose teeth. Rarely do you see one with a full set of chompers, but they're really impressive, really sharp. When fish are moving through the water, obviously the water's going in the mouth and out through over the gills and out through the operculum. In muskellunge, an important structure that we oftentimes use for aging fish is called the clythrum, and it's located back here. Depending on the type of fish that we study, sometimes we take the ear bone, sometimes we take scales for aging, even the spines off fins, but for muskie and pike, the clythrum bone is really the most reliable. And what's great is we can go to taxidermied models and actually remove the clythrum bone from those, usually on the backside, so that it's not visible. So we've got really quite an archive. In terms of fins, we've got the pectoral fins up here, the pelvic fins back here. Here we've got the anal fin. This is the caudal fin. And then we've got a smallish dorsal fin, soft dorsal fin located rather posterior or far back on the fish. In terms of what they're doing when they're out there, they're always just sampling their environment, thinking about what's going on around them. So we've got an eye that's really quite large. We've got a lateral line that runs along here, and that's an important sensory organism, not just on muskie, but on all fish. And so they feel vibrations. Muskie also have a great sense of smell, although I think my guess is that for muskie, it's probably the lateral line in the eyes that really trigger them to bite. It's not like a fish that comes up and nibbles at a bait where scent matters from an angling perspective. They're really beautiful fish. The coloration obviously can vary quite a bit from individual to individual and from environment to environment. They can range anywhere from creamy brown, some are even into the orange hues, some are really quite white, others are quite dark. So a lot of variation.